So I have to take this for a second, and I have to prove that I have everybody here. There's 1 and 2, and then I am zooming 4 other people. Say hello, people. There you go. And at the end, I have to film you all again to make sure you didn't leave. All right. So my speech is commemorative, and it's going to be over Chester Bennington, lead singer of Linkin Park, my absolute idol. Considered honestly one of the best, arguably one of the best vocalists of our generation, especially for the early 2000s. So arguably one of the greatest. He's somebody that I've looked up to since I was 6 years old when Hybrid Theory came out in 2000. So I followed him throughout the years. I followed him through Linkin Park. He also lead sings Death by Sunrise and Stone Temple Pilots. That was in 2015 until 2017. So early life, he was actually sexually abused until he was a teenager. And then he went through a bitter divorce with his parents and subsequently started drug abuse and alcohol abuse. That continued on until he started Linkin Park in 2000. They debuted the album in 2000. It got a diamond from the Record Association of America, which is considered, it's one of the few albums to ever actually make that on their debut, because there's not very many groups who have debuted their album and had millions and millions and millions of people across the world downloading and buying. Back then, not really downloading, but still. So, and they're still popular even today, and that was, 20 years ago when they started this whole thing. So, he had 5 children, and he had a 6th one that was adopted, and he had 2 marriages, and he had a lot of health issues throughout his life. He once played a show with a broken wrist and finished the whole thing before even going to the hospital, so pretty cool if I say so myself. He got listed as one of the top 100 metal vocalists of all time in a magazine, and when he passed on July 20th, 2017, I was actually teaching a class, and it's kind of rough to get all these texts because people were flooding my phone telling me that my favorite person, somebody I've looked up to my entire life, hung himself in his home July 20th, 2017, exactly 2 months after Chris Cornell did the same thing in his home and on his birthday. So it was kind of a hard thing, and I think a lot of people took it hard, not only just fans, but people who performed with him as well, especially Jay-Z, who had done a whole album with Linkin Park. So he re-performed the whole album at a tribute, along with Avenged Sevenfold, System of a Down, Blink-182, and even until today, they're still making remixes of songs that he had wrote for many, many years. And as of 2 months ago, Linkin Park is still going strong. They've announced they're still working on music, much to my delight. So, I mean, I've been a massive fan for years. I actually got them tattooed on me, so they're everything to me, and I think that he's somebody to memorable and look up to. Even though he's passed on, he's still somebody who's very important to me, and like I said, arguably one of the best vocalists, singer-songwriters, and lead man of a band of the 2000s up until now. So that's my speech. I hope you guys liked it. Everybody's still here, ain't nobody left. 1, 2. Yeah, gotta make sure y'all still there. 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's